Why do we have this horrible war today in Israel? You may say, well, Hamas is a religious organization that is set on destroying Israel, wipe out all the Jews. And when you have a group that is willing to make no compromise, trying to live with a group that has been trying to make all kinds of compromise, then of course we have the situation that we have today. But then you may say, well, what about all the Arabs that over the last 100 years have done everything to get rid of 2 million of all the Jews in all the Arab countries, and ever since the state of Israel existed, they have tried to wipe it out. And there's constant tension and friction. You may say, well, it all came down to all the way down to Abraham when he kicked out his servant and she went out and she was rejected in the desert. And ever since there's been that kind of a curse of a feeling of rejections, of hatred that is spilled out in all our nations around Israel, and it's been going on for many centuries until now. And then you may say, well, but why is it then not just the Arabs, but all other nations have been hating the Jews and have been trying to get rid of them? Well, some may say, well, the Jews have a religion, a God that is teaching them to be different, to be thinking outside the box, to be leaders, to be taking risks, to have faith. And so we see that in the last 100 years, the Jews have truly been ruling the world. They've been the leaders in every areas of life. And so, of course, that will arise jealousy, and we have to find a scapegoat, and we're going to get rid of those people because they are too different and are too successful. And some will say, well, but then how do you explain that there has been even that desire to get rid of the Jews even when they were not that ruling, not that successful? I mean, you look at the pogroms in Russia where they were poor and nobodies, and you still wanted to kill them. When they were living in ghettos in the Middle Age, having nothing, no ruling of the world, we still wanted to kill them. How do you explain this irrational desire to constantly wanting to kill the Jews? Whenever I ask these questions, even to my own friends in Israel here, why this anti-Semitism? People are looking at me like, yeah, why? Because there's no rational explanation behind that hatred. There's been all kinds of groups throughout the world that have had hard times, but never like the Jews. So could it be that there's another reason? I believe there is a reason. In Matthew chapter 23, verse 39, Jesus quotes the Psalm 118, the Messianic Psalm, to say to the people of Jerusalem, you will not see me until you are saying, Baruch Abba Beshem Adonai. Blessed be the one who comes in the name of the Lord. In other words, Jesus is saying, until there's enough Jews in Israel who are willing and waiting for the Messiah to come back, I will not come back. See, that is the simple reason of anti-Semitism. Satan knew that a long time ago. That's why he has tried to get rid of the Jews, because if there are no Jews, there's no Messiah coming back. If there is no Israel, there's no Messiah coming back. And if there are no Jews believing in Jesus, he is not coming back. That is the core crux. And he's tried everything to get rid of that. He's tried with the Holocaust, that did not succeed. He has tried with, and he will still try to get rid of Israel, and that does not succeed. And I believe he will try to get rid of all those who believe in the Messiah here in Israel, but that will not succeed. God's wonderful, incredible, powerful plan over the centuries has prevailed. You look at the miracle of the Jews still being here. You look at the miracle of the state of Israel coming out of nowhere. You look at all those people who believe in Jesus today, another miracle, and you see that God is prevailing throughout history. And so we can have a sense of trust, a sense of peace, that right now here from Jerusalem, we can say, Shalom to you guys. Because you are able to say, Baruch Abba Beshem Adonai.